Hello and welcome to another Maintenance Right on Schedule tutorial. My name is David, and this video will teach you the two methods for how to remove an item from your inventory. One is very permanent, and the other will allow you to keep your historical data. We've got lots of other tutorials, including more on how to use our inventory feature, so be sure to check those out at our tutorial page at MaintenanceROS.com/tutorials, or you can find our inventory playlist on YouTube. Let's get started. The first method we're going to talk about is how to completely delete an item from your inventory, as in gone, does not exist anymore. Now, there are two ways to access the page where you can do this. The first is to go into your boat settings here, and then using the inventory menu, we have what we call our inventory descriptors. This is essentially all the attributes for all the inventory items on your boat. If you have lots of items, you can navigate through the various pages or use the search box to find the item name. Now we're going to just use the Volvo oil filter for this example, so I can come over here and hit edit. Now this is where you manage all the attributes we track for this particular inventory item, and down at the bottom, this is the danger zone. This is where you can permanently delete the item. But before I do that, or at least show you how you do that, I'm going to show you the second way to access this page, and for that, we have to go back to our inventory main page. Come down, and now we need to search and find the part as you normally would. Again, haven't set up too many as part of this tutorial series yet, so it's pretty easy to find my oil filter. Now once we're here on the detail page, we can use the drop-down menu to come over here to tracking settings. And that's going to bring us to the exact same page within our boat settings. Let's come on back down to the danger zone. As I said, this is where you can fully delete the item. Now once you delete it, there is no going back. So we give you a message. Please be certain that you want to do this. In fact, we want you to be so certain that in addition to this message, we're going to give you a pop-up warning just to triple check that you do indeed want to delete this item. Now, we're going to give you the option to keep any files associated with the item even after it's been deleted. You'd be able to find them in the Files menu on the boat settings page. But once you hit delete, all the history of the item disappears. It'll be as if it never existed in our system. So I'm going to repeat myself. Make sure you really want to do this. Now, I don't. I would like to keep this in my account, so I'm going to hit cancel and then talk about the second option for what do you do if you still want to keep the history of an item but don't want to stock it on your boat anymore. We need to come back to our inventory page, scroll down, and find the part in question. Let's keep using our oil filter, so I'm going to go ahead and select that one. Now that we're on the item page, we can hit change quantity. I'm going to give this a summary as we are removing oil filter from inventory. We'll go ahead and keep the timeline right now, and we want to make sure that we are picking the correct group. We have 8 in inventory in our Volvo Penta bin with the model number, so we will select that one. Now I need to give a negative number here in this change field in order to remove it from inventory, which leaves us with a final count of 0 items. Once we're done with that, we can hit save. Back on our details page, our current quantity here is 0. We still have all of the detailed information for the part in case we ever want to order it again. That includes all of our change log history. Now, if you have any tasks that are still associated with it, these will still remain. And you should note that the system will continue to prompt you for inventory updates each time you complete the task. So if you don't want that, you should unassociate these tasks from this item part. The other thing I should note is we actually still have a minimum quantity set up. So if I go back to our full inventory page, our shopping list is going to be reminding you that you should be buying some more. So again, if you want to kind of remove this and don't want to be actively keeping up with it, then you should change your minimum quantity attribute as well. However, the most important thing right now is that the storage location is empty because there's no quantity left on your boat. So you won't be able to find this if you were going through all of your deck level searching here, but if you did search through your parts and inventory, it will still show up if you wanted to add it again in the future. So there we have it. Two different methods to essentially remove an item from your inventory. One that's very permanent, and another that allows you to keep the history if you possibly want to restock it in the future. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us at support@MaintenanceROS.com or leave a comment below. See you next time.